Hello, this is movie review number 1149. This is A Different Man. A Different Man is a 2024 movie directed by Aaron Swinberg. Schimberg. Aaron Swinberg. This is from A24 Films, Killer Films, and Grand Motel Films, and I saw this movie on October 13th, 2024 at Esquire Theatre in Clifton, Ohio. So this is about Edward Lemuel, Lemuel. He is an aspiring actor who has a disfigured face, who lives in an apartment with a hole in the ceiling, and he decides to undergo a radical medical procedure to drastically transform his appearance, and it works. However, his new dream face soon becomes a nightmare when he becomes obsessed with reclaiming what was lost. So, Sebastian Stan portrays Edward Rommel, Lemuel, in the movie. So Edward is an aspiring but struggling actor. He has a condition that causes his face to be disfigured, and he has a next door neighbor that he has some interest in, but he becomes depressed knowing that he may not get anywhere with his appearance, and so he gets an opportunity to undergo a medical procedure that would change his appearance. And it works. So Edward Rommel decides to become Guy Moretz. Guy Moretz becomes a successful man, not an actor, not really, but he becomes a successful businessman. And he finds out that this neighbor of his, who is Ingrid Floyd, portrayed by Renette Renzaviv in the movie, she is directing the play based on Edward, and Guy Moretz wants to precipitate in this play. But then there's this guy called Oswald, who is played by Adam Pearson in the movie. And let's just say that Oswald may know a little bit more about Edward in English perspective. And Guy Moretz, who used to be Edward, he becomes obsessed with reclaiming what was lost. Like, even though the only thing he changed was his appearance, or he wanted the only thing to change was his appearance, he soon becomes a different man. That's right, Edward Rommel, even though his appearance was disfigured, he was a nice guy, patient, polite, um, and he was just a nice guy. But then Guy Moretz came into the picture, and suddenly his personality changed, his career changed, and let's just say that Ingrid doesn't think of Guy Moretz as being her Edward, because she had feelings for Edward, not for this guy Moretz. Well, maybe in the beginning, but not like later on in the movie. But when Oswald comes into the picture, Oswald reminds Ingrid of Edward, and so she decides to give the part of Edward to Oswald, because Oswald does remind Guy of Edward, of when Guy was Edward. Oswald is a nice guy. He does have a disfigured face, just like Edward did, but Oswald is nice, patient, kind, loving. No wonder why Ingrid sees Edward in Oswald. Now, I won't say if anyone knows that Guy is actually Edward, but I will say that it's kind of hard to figure that out when the two personalities of Edward and Guy are completely different. They're like polar opposites. And I like how the movie is called A Different Man, because even though the only thing that Edward wanted to change was his face, it was like when he went in the procedural, he was Edward. When he came out, he was a totally different person, Guy. And and because of that, everything in Guy's life changed. And let's just say some of them were good things, some of them were bad things. But yeah, this was a pretty good movie, and I like how, despite one's appearance, they can be anybody that they want to be. And Ingrid saw interest in Oswald, not because of Oswald reminding Ingrid of Edward, but also because of Oswald's personality, his charm, his kindness. Let's just say that she doesn't find that in Guy. Technically, the guy is Edward, but you get the picture. But yeah, this was pretty good. I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of A Different Man. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.